Welcome to Wesley Impact. I'm Keith Garner. Have you ever stopped to consider the value of a full day's work? Thank you for joining us today. I'm at Wesley Mission's David Morgan Centre, a very busy place where we employ people who are living with a disability, providing meaningful employment by matching their levels of ability with the work that we have for our clients. This is part of Wesley Mission, doing all that we can to provide an opportunity for all people to contribute to our community. The team are on the factory floor behind me. They're working across a number of areas, including packaging services, labelling products and sorting goods. But that's not all. We also provide employment opportunities for gardening, property maintenance, landscaping and cleaning. So it's a wide variety of different things. Today we'll be speaking with two employees of David Morgan Centre and see how some of the other services Wesley Mission provides in the community are also benefiting from our staff when at home. We'll meet Wesley Mission's longest serving employee, Terry Whitehouse. Terry's been employed here since 1974. That's 45 years. There's plenty of stories to share. We'll also speak with Doug McInnes, an employee of David Morgan Centre for a meagre 32 years. I'd like to acknowledge the contribution of Terry and Doug and long-serving employees to the life of Wesley Mission. And I'll ask them about the secret for their long-term employment. We'll also be joined by Craig Gower and the Wesley Impact Band, who'll be back in the studio singing Stranger of Galilee. And I'll share some thoughts on one of the greatest psalms of the Old Testament, namely Psalm 121. But first, let's hear from some of the team on the factory floor.
I've been here for 24 years. Yeah, we like doing a lot of these jobs, like the baroffa job we're doing at the moment. They put them through the shrink wrapper and they had to label them at the other end. There's a lot of these jobs we've been doing for ages. We've got a lot of friends here. They just talk about football, what they do on weekends and everything, what they have for dinner every night, what they got in their sandwiches for lunch. Makes me feel really, really good.
My name is Alan and I've been working here for just over 5 years. I had retired from professional life and I was at a bit of a loose end and I felt I needed to get back into the workforce. And I was aware of David Morgan Centre, travelling past it, and I thought I'll come in and apply for a job. I've been on work health and safety committees in public service and I'm the representative elected by the people to take to our management on a monthly basis and also weekly staff training within work health and safety. I also have health issues. At times medication and pain management is a big problem. I'm no longer lifting and pulling things like I used to. I mean, I'm near 70 now, but there are plenty of people that are willing to help and they do. And they acknowledge that I can't do that. I'm one of the elders here, so we get a bit of respect in that regard and that's much appreciated. In 5 years that I've been here, I can see young people that are now doing more than what they did before. And in saying that, you give them confidence, work with them, that's rewarding. That part's rewarding. I look forward because the interaction with young people and some of the older people, it's fun to fill the day in, but filling it in such a way that I'm contributing and they contribute to my life.
My name is Leah. I've been working here for 24 years. Some of my favourite things are chocolate, like labelling chocolate, helmets, contact lenses and bounce. The supervisor said, "Well done, Leah. You did a good job of the helmets." I feel like I'm happy I did my job properly and it's correct. No mistakes. I love working here with other people. They make work funny. They come up with jokes. And we still work, but we have fun. That's what this place is all about. Making friends. This place is lovely. If anyone wants to work here, come here and work here and have some fun. And get to know what we like and what kind of work we're doing.
If you would like to learn more about Wesley Mission, visit wesleymission.org.au. You can find help in our community services, connect with our church and congregations, discover a volunteer role that suits you, stay up to date on the latest news and information, donate to support our work, and help make a positive difference in your community. You can also connect with us on social media and subscribe to receive the latest news and information about Wesley Mission directly into your inbox. Visit wesleymission.org.au.
Don't hesitate to be in touch if you'd like to find out more about our work at Wesley Mission, or if we can be of help to you in any way at all. The contact details are on the screen now, and you can make your contact with us. Now, I've managed to pull two of the team off the factory floor so we can meet them. And first I've got Terry Whitehouse with me. Thank you, Terry, for being willing to talk with me.
Okay.
We've been friends now for a number of time.
How many years?
Oh, I've been here 14, 15 years, but you've been here how long?
74.
1974, so that's 45 years.
Yes, yes.
Is it very different than when you first began?
Well, when I first started here, I had a nice long black hair. I was a good-looking man.
Hey, you're still a good-looking man. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, I know.
Tell me, what's the favourite jobs that you've worked on here?
Oh, when I first started here, I did like a portable toilets.
Yes.
Then I did the wind pipes. Wind pipes used to be just over there.
Yep.
Then I did the traffic lights.
Yep.
Right up away.
Yep.
And then we did the dog cat food.
So has it been important to try to do different things? You've enjoyed that, really?
Yeah.
You're just doing the same thing all the time, then it's more monotonous. It's good to have different things to do.
Yeah.
But what do you enjoy most about work?
I love it, kids.
Yeah, that's great.
Yes.
And what about the people?
I love them all.
Yeah. There's a good atmosphere here, isn't there?
Yes,
For
yes.
working in.
Yes.
Do you think that's important, really?
Oh, yes.
Yes. And I know that you're looking forward to sharing with us in a celebration, and we'll do that to celebrate your time with us, won't we, at Wesley Mission? Which is great all that time. You're also part of the David Morgan Choir, is that right?
Christmas choir, yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
how long did you practice? For quite a while before?
Yeah, we did it last year when David was here. David, you know, the preacher.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And you went round and you sang for many of our staff, didn't you? And I
Yeah.
know that they appreciated
Yeah.
it very, very much.
From 2017 to 2018.
Yeah.
Have you might do it in 2019?
Yeah, they're making the plans, I know, for that now. And I think that's important. Do you have to travel a long way to work each day?
Yeah, I work in North Mission Hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are there difficult things at work, like any other job?
No, they're good.
If everybody had the same attitude to work that you've got, we'd all be doing well, wouldn't we, really?
I know.
How important is it for you to do a full day's work?
Well, of course, I used to work 4 days a week,
Yeah.
but now I work 5 days a week.
And when you go home at the end of the day, do you feel a sense of satisfaction of being here?
Yeah. Of course, I got 20 CDs and 20 CDs in my backpack. I'll take the Castle this afternoon, get rid of my CDs, and then I come straight home, back to North Mead.
Yeah. Do you enjoy being part of Wesley Mission?
I do, Keith.
Yeah. And it's very important. And you feel, even though you're out here at Rydalmere, you feel still connected to the rest of us in the Wesley Mission family.
Yeah.
That's good, and I do appreciate that, really. And we're just delighted, and we're celebrating with you 45 years.
Thank you, Keith.
God bless you, and thank you for talking to me today.
Yes.
Well, let's now welcome Craig Gow. He's back in the studio with the Wesley Impact Band to sing Stranger of Galilee. And then right back, I'll be joined by another employee, Doug McInnes, and I look forward to a conversation with him.
In fancy I stood by the shore one day of the beautiful murmuring sea. I saw the great crowds as they thronged the way of the stranger of Galilee. I saw how the man who was blind from birth in a moment was made to see. The lame was made whole by the matchless skill of the stranger of Galilee. And I felt I could love him forever, so gracious and tender was he. I claimed him that day as my Savior, this stranger of Galilee. Come ye who are driven and tempest-tossed, and his gracious salvation see. He'll quiet life's storms with his peace. Be still, this stranger of Galilee. And he bids me to go and the story tell, what he ever to you will be. And if only you let him with you abide, this stranger of Galilee. Oh, my friend, won't you love him forever? So gracious and tender is he. Accept him this day as your Savior, this stranger of Galilee.
Another employee from our David Morgan Centre who I'm looking forward to speaking with is Doug McInnes. Welcome, Doug. It's good to see you. You've been working here now for many years, 32 years.
32.
I remember the 30-year anniversary when we presented you with a plaque that celebrated
down
that.
at church. And
What makes you want to keep coming back working here?
well, one of my friends had no friends,
Yes.
and see, she asked me if I could start working with her. And David Morgan was close to where she lived at.
Yeah,
And then we just thought the same thing.
Yeah.
So,
And so you began working here, and
yeah.
I know you've got a link with our congregations.
Yeah.
You go at 3 p.m. service each Sunday, don't you?
Oh, a whole lot.
And share with that. Do you remember your first day on the job?
What we did
Do you remember coming here for the very first time, the first day?
when we were showing around everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what what was the first job you were doing?
McDonald's, I think it was. I think it was Macca's, or that might have been
Making
another place.
things for them.
Yeah, and then we went on to sale of the century, woodwork and all that. And,
Yeah.
and I didn't do no woodwork. I did the Macca's work, I think it was.
Yeah.
Packing.
Yeah. We mustn't do too much advertising for these firms, but the great thing here is we just do so much with so many different
Yeah.
people. What's changed over the years?
Well, you did like working out in the yard.
Yes.
You know, then
Yes.
got the problem with the blood and all that, and then
Yes.
we've left you out of
Yeah,
West
Doug, you
Mead.
weren't very well for people who are watching us
mix
for a
up.
while.
Yeah, I love mixing up with any week.
But and you enjoyed working outside, but that's
Yep.
not been the end of your work here, has it?
No.
You're doing other things now.
Yep.
Tell us about some of the tasks you do each day.
Write poems a lot. Yeah, I'm doing some gospels at the moment.
What are you doing?
Writing gospel poems. I'll do about 30 poems, and all about the coast and all that. And I've done some gospel.
What you're really sharing with me is not only do you do the work here,
Yeah.
but in your Christian work, you write poems and do things and read things.
helping
don't you?
people. I like,
Yeah.
we had a lady over the road, she's passed out, and I used Wednesday evening, I used to do work
What's
cleaning
the
out.
favourite part of your work here in the factory?
favourite way.
What's the favourite part of your work here in the factory?
Mixing up with each other and, you've made plenty of friends and all that and like having jokes.
Yeah. You tell jokes with each
Oh.
other.
No joke. One of the girls reckon I hate chocolate.
Yeah.
And we're mucking around and they all call me chocolate now, and all the wine and milkshake, and I'm stirring them up about eggs now.
And you'll know that once a week in the factory there's a time when you come together for devotions.
Yeah, David Acker.
When is that? When is that held?
On Tuesday.
Yeah.
We changed from Thursday up to Tuesday because there was too many taken on Thursdays out.
Yeah, so when you have that here, one of the chaplains, David, comes in and leads it. Yeah, do you have,
Yeah.
you sing songs?
Yeah, yeah, I like the whole lot because we have them down to 3 o'clock.
Yeah. And we give people the opportunity. We don't make people come, but a lot do come, don't they? Yeah, well, it's great. It's great to talk to you, and we look forward to many, many more years of work here.
Know. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you up there plenty of times.
Great.
On Sundays.
And it's been a delight to share with Doug here on the show.
Experience the Galilee and the towns and cities where Jesus was raised and called his home. Capernaum, Nazareth, Tabgha, Magdala, Caesarea Philippi, Bethsaida, Tiberias, and of course the Sea of Galilee all feature in this 6-part series as Keith Garner explains the first century context of biblical events.
Jesus was born during a time of change in the political and economic leadership of this region. Fishermen around a lakeside was really one of the big businesses. Why Jesus? Why didn't people ignore him? Why did they take him seriously? And what are the questions we should be asking today if we're going to take Jesus seriously?
The Man of Galilee is available now and comes with a study guide for leaders, small groups and individuals. For more, visit wesleymission.org.au.
Let me read to you, if I can, on this particular Sunday in Lent, one of the great Psalms of the Old Testament. The book of Psalms is always inspiring, and it's certainly a psalm that's of meaning. It's Psalm 121. I lift up my eyes to the mountains. Where does my help come from? My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth. He will not let your foot slip. He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord watches over you, and the Lord is your shade at your right hand. The sun will not harm you by day, nor the moon by night. The Lord will keep you from all harm. He will watch over your life. The Lord will watch over your coming and going, both now and forever. This is one of those great psalms. It's in a section called the Psalms of Ascent. And this psalm begins with a question which reflects human anxiety and uncertainty. It was not originally written as a pilgrim song, because that's what the Psalms of Ascent are, but it was spoken of in Psalm 121 verse 1, not hills or mountains which pilgrims had to cross on their way to Jerusalem, but it's thinking about something rather more profound and more meaningful than that. It speaks of an experience, it speaks of a journey, but it speaks of difficult times. The hills call for us to recognize that God's gracious help is all that is needed for our lives. Oh, we need many, many things, but here is something that we all need. And it begins with a question. In the New Testament, when we read the Gospels, so often people ask Jesus questions. But here we have a profound question being asked. From where does our help come from? And we're told in verse 2, the Lord is creator. In verse 4, the Lord is the keeper of Israel. And then in verses 5 to 8, the Lord is seen as being the one who keeps our lives. So it's a psalm that begins to speak into human experience. That's the great thing about the Psalms. No matter where you cut into them, they're all about human experience. And we're glad to be here at the David Morgan Centre, where we're with people at work, recognising in their working experience that God meets us at those points. And there is no part of our lives that cannot have some impact when we start to look for God's truth. And the writer of this psalm, I'm calling it the poet, reflects upon the mysterious force that hills represent and draws on a holy sense of confidence in God. Really, I think it's recognising that these hills, which represent something, really call from us a response. We recognize when we ask the question, where is our help going to come from? There's a sense in which we can be confident that the God who made the hills, who made the mountains, who made everything that is there and is willing to walk by us and be beside us and offer his gracious peace and confidence. It's a truth that we recognize in Jesus. We see it in the New Testament in a very powerful way. The psalm begins with doubt and uncertainty. From where does it come from, this help? But it ends in a triumphal song of confidence. This is not a secret guarantee that all will go well. I mean, there's sometimes Christians, you know, that seem to think we have a guarantee that everything's going to go well for us. And it's not like that, because there are times in our lives when even the best of people, even the people walking a solid pilgrimage, even those people who are walking close to God, have difficult times. And I hope that we're persuaded by the truth that's here, which is saying that God will be with us in those times. I suppose we take another angle, like we say, in any and each given circumstance, we can be sure of God's presence. We must be giving encouragement and comfort and renewed faith to people. I hope it's doing that for you, that you at home and whatever your experience is today will know that the God who made the heavens and the earth, who brought creation into being, who spoke to us with clarity in the person of Jesus, is really able to meet us at our point of need. The point of need is different for all of us. Just as people are all different in this wonderful place at David Morgan Centre. People are like that all across Australia and more so all across the world. But the great truth that comforts me is that whatever happens to me, whatever the circumstances of my life are, at that point, God can meet me and strengthen me and give me confidence. And I really do hope that that's the message you're receiving from us. I hope you're inspired by listening to these people here who've worked here for so long and enjoy their work, enjoy their lives. All of us can do that with our lives. I can hear from the fun in the background here all that's going on. It's a wonderful place to be. But it's a place where not only hard work, but enjoyment and satisfaction meet. And when you think that we're running this centre and we're doing the work we do for the sake of Christ, it makes such a difference. God bless you at home today, and may you find that wonderful truth that the Lord will watch over us, our coming and our going, both now and forevermore.
If you would like to contact Keith and find out more about today's program, write to us at Wesley Mission, Post Office Box A 5555, Sydney South 1235, or you can send us an email to impacttv@wesleymission.org.au. On our website, you can catch up on past episodes of Wesley Impact, find out more about our work, read online magazines and articles, and connect with us on social media. You can also connect through Keith's blog and stay up to date on all the latest news and information from Wesley Mission, wesleymission.org.au.
Don't be afraid to write to me if you've got any questions about the Christian faith, anything you've heard on this programme in particular, or any questions you might have about the work at David Morgan Centre. Let's take a look now at some of the events coming up at Wesley Mission.
Come and be part of our multicultural celebration dinner with the Wesley Mission family. Bring your friends and together enjoy a delicious spread of foods and performances. The event will be held in the Smith Room at the Wesley Centre on Friday the 27th of March at 6 p.m. Losing a loved one to suicide is a pain unlike any other. Wesley Life Force invites you to their suicide memorial service in Brisbane on Thursday the 2nd of April at 12 p.m. at King George Square, where you can join with others affected by suicide in a spirit of comfort and hope. Palm Sunday is one of the most important events on the Christian calendar and heralds the beginning of Holy Week, the period of events leading to Jesus' death and resurrection. Wesley Mission is inviting you to join the celebrations of Palm Sunday at 3:30 p.m. on Sunday the 5th of April at Circular Quay.
The website's on the screen now, and you know we have lots of people who head for our website following the show to find out much more about Wesley Mission in general and the work that we have here on Wesley Impact. So it's really, really good that we're able to promote that so that you can share with us way beyond the end of the show. I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you like, it's an episode on the road. as we've come here and we've heard from Terry and Doug, who shared something of their value and satisfaction. When you think about it, 45 years and 32 years, it's a fantastic working career. And it's wonderful to be able to do that as a Christian community. We'll continue in this series from Wesley Mission's David Morgan Centre next week. And I'll speak with Doug's sister, Jennifer. I'm looking forward to that conversation, and I want to encourage you to join us each week at the same time, at the same place. And so until then, God bless you, and I'll see you at that time next week.
Wesley Mission walks alongside people of all ages struggling with homelessness, addictions, mental health issues and financial stress. To find out more, visit wesleymission.org.au.